Okay, I'm going to attempt to make a bowl of some sort out of these two black walnut logs. This is a chart I made to figure out how big each segment should be for different diameters and number of segments. So this is a 12-inch circle, 48 segments, and this is a 1/48th of the circumference, so it would be 25 30-seconds. So I'm cutting 48 of these segments. These wedgie segments that you can buy from Jerry Bennett are well worth the money, because you know when you set up your wedgie sled that if you set it up perfect, it's going to be perfect every time. Definitely worth it. It's very important when gluing up the segments that every other segment comes from the opposite side of the wedgie sled fence. I've divided these into 24 each of the opposite ones. Okay, trying to glue these up quick. So I take one from that left stack, one from the right group. Now one of the really cool things about this is when you get it all glued up and you tighten the clamp, it's just like magic, they all line up. It's awesome. And if I put with no adjustment, I put a rule on there, and comes out to 11 7/8. That's pretty good for 48 segments. I like to put this spacer on the workpiece, so it gives me room to work between the bottom of the piece and the faceplate. So not too far out of balance. just chewing up the outside edge on the face so I can put on the segmented circle. Later I will fill these checks with epoxy, but right now, just to give it some solidity so nothing flies apart, I'm letting this CA glue soak way down inside. When it's dry, this ring will be glued on in place there to form the top lip of the bowl. I'm filling the checks and splits in the center of the logs with epoxy resin before I turn it. Make sure it doesn't fly apart. I've chewed up the front and glued on 48 segment ring of walnut on the front edge, which will be the lip of the bowl. Well, finally done. A lot of filling of checks and cracks, but made it.